The newly formed Bradford City Football Club take to the field for their first game in the Football League. Bradford had just switched codes from Northern Union, of which they were one of the founder members in 1895, to becoming an association football club in the summer of 1903. The crowd of 11,000 was 9,000 more than they'd received for their last game as a rugby club, and demonstrates the growing popularity of football as a spectator sport. Filmed on the 5th of September at Valley Parade, Bradford in their hooped claret and gold jerseys are seen warming up before an expectant crowd. Their opponents, Gainsborough Trinity, were founded in 1873 and joined the second division of the Football League in 1896, before returning to the Midland Football League in 1912. The Lord and Lady Mayoress of Bradford take their seats in the Edwardian version of the director's box, a bench on the side of the pitch. A review of the match highlights that were shown later that evening in the St George's Hall states that so vivid and impressive are these illustrations that small boys in the audience are roused to enthusiasm and cry out, "Now City!" as though they were again on the scene of play. Valley Parade at this time was completely underdeveloped and was a completely open ground. Highlights in this section include Dickie Guy's dribble for City and a disallowed City goal. Despite the final result, a 3-1 defeat to Gainsborough Trinity, and a disallowed goal and a missed penalty, the commitment of the fans remained undiminished. Two of the aristocrats and founder members of the Football League, Blackburn Rovers and Aston Villa, in action at Ewood Park on the 9th of April 1904. The landscape behind the Nuttall stand, demolished to make way for the Jack Walker stand, is still recognisable to today's fans. Despite the atrocious weather that included rain, hailstorms, snow, lightning and thunder, Pearson, Garrity, Matthews all scored for Villa in the second half, who were deserved winners according to the reporter for the Athletic News, and that was notwithstanding their indifferent shooting. The custom of players walking onto the pitch single file would appear to have started with the introduction of the cinematograph. The Wolves team leave the Preston North End changing rooms. Prominent players on view include the Wolves goalkeeper Tommy Lunn, wearing the flat cap. He made his debut in the team in the 1904-05 season. Preston North End, led out by their long-serving Scottish international Peter McBride. Described by contemporaries as the Prince of Goalkeepers and one of the finest custodians in the net, he played for Preston until his retirement in 1912. He was capped 6 times for Scotland. The Preston mascot poses for the camera before the film cuts to the action. Preston's magnificent stadium was one of the more developed grounds at the time, and we get glimpses of the new Town End stand, which only opened weeks before. The grandeur of this stand is in contrast to the open terraces also shown. The crowd grew from 6,000 to 8,000 during the first half. The game finished 2-2, with Wolves scoring 2 goals in the last 10 minutes of the match. Bolton and Burton United were only in the second division for 2 seasons, so this match must have taken place in the 1903-04 season or the one after. Burton Park at that time had a cycle track around the pitch. That was removed in the summer of 1905. Burton in the quarter strip are on the defensive against a Bolton side who are counted as one of the aristocrats of the game. Attendance appears low, with the spectators preparing for adverse weather conditions. Burton only remained in the Football League until 1907, when they were not re-elected, and by 1910 they'd folded as a club. The players now appear very comfortable lining up for the cinematograph, and there's a nonchalance about them as they walk past the camera. Villa are out first, followed by Preston, for whom Peter McBride once again keeps goal. As usual, he's in his flat cap. The action on the pitch is fast and furious. Preston pile the pressure on the Villa goal. A near miss by Preston is soon followed by what appears to be a goal, which the crowd celebrate. But then we see a Villa player point towards the net, and after animated discussion, the goal is disallowed by Mr. J.H. Pearson of Crewe, because it had gone through a hole in the side netting. We see the referee inspecting the net. In the 10th minute, there's a superb goal by Dickie Bond after a fine run, in the words of the local paper, the Lancashire Daily Post. Preston scored another goal to finish up 2-0 winners. Sunderland of the First Division in the Stripes played Leicester Foss of the Second Division on the 12th of January in the first round of the FA Cup at Roker Park in front of a crowd of over 21,000. Sunderland are shown attacking the Leicester goal, and by half-time they were 3-0 up. The half-time entertainment. It was the norm at the time for the band to continue while play resumed. They also accompanied the film when it was shown at the Victoria Hall in Sunderland 2 days later.